Hey guys, this is Justin. Welcome to another video. This one is admittedly a bit of a surprise for me to be recording because I didn't realize, but today certain outlets have started posting their initial reviews for the first two episodes of the Halo TV show, and additionally, we've gotten a brand new trailer. We're going to look in depth at the trailer in a minute, but first of all, I want to talk briefly about reviews. I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about them. I don't think I can add a lot of value where I haven't seen the show itself. Of the reviews that I read, I actually think IGN's was the best. They were, I think, pretty middling on the show. There were definitely aspects that the reviewer found interesting, but one common thread that I saw across reviews is that sometimes the cinematography and the special effects let the show down. But all reviews have also hinted at the fact that there's a major twist at the end of episode 2, which seems to be fairly compelling, in which they think will make social media really blow up. So on that note, I guess watch out for spoilers as the premiere approaches next Thursday, although apparently it's really episode 2 that we're gonna have to worry about. I will say generally the reviews didn't fully assuage my fears, but I don't think the show is going to be as bad as the first trailer made it look like, and that's actually why I'm making this video. I need an excuse to talk positively about Halo. I love Halo. I want nothing more than for Halo to succeed, for the show and for Halo Infinite to be the biggest things around. The first trailer was, in my opinion, very bad. The trailer that I'm about to talk about in a second was, I think, much better, although still really not using very much Halo music, which is just super questionable. A few other things that I'll note really quickly. I thought JoBlo.com also had a good review. They say that Halo emulates everything from The Expanse to The Mandalorian, but pales in comparison to both. As of yet, it doesn't seem like the show is going to be blowing any minds, and the action kind of surprisingly seems to be one of the weaker portions. It also, as we know, really diverges from the standard canon timeline almost immediately, and it almost seems like terms like Spartans and the UNSC are kind of thrown in liberally to kind of ground fans in the Halo universe. But anyway, there are plenty of different reviews going up now, plenty of different opinions. If there are some really interesting ones that you found, which are either really positive and point out something neat, or really negative and bring up interesting concerns, why don't you let the rest of the viewers know by leaving a comment down below. Anyway, let's switch over now to the trailer, and I'll give my full reaction to that and some analysis as well. Let's go. Alright guys, trailer time. So unfortunately I can't play the audio for this. The last trailer breakdown I put up, Paramount Plus actually gave me a copyright flag for, so they took all the money I would have earned on it and also locked some of the locations, while also putting a crap load of ads on. It seems like you'd want people watching your trailers, but they apparently don't. So unfortunately no audio. I will link to the full trailer down below. I'm also not going to just go through and watch this once outright, just because there is no audio and, you know, it'd be kind of boring. So again, you might want to watch this trailer before I give my full breakdown. Let's get started. This of course does the thing that a lot of modern trailers do, where it's got the pre-trailer before the actual content. People are so impatient. Alright, so right off the bat, this would be an example of some fairly good CGI in my opinion. This looks to be a Covenant RCS class cruiser. It could be a CCS as well. Basically the main Covenant battle cruiser. There's a small version as well, which is the RCS. It's just based on scaling, but who knows really. So I forget the name of this habitat, but this is one that is featured in the Halo novels, and I believe it's the same one. I think it's the Cole Protocol where it appears. It's been a while. So that's Halsey, I believe. I've kind of went out of my way to not learn too much about the characters. I'd like them to be somewhat of a surprise, kind of how they're interacting, which is something I don't usually do for shows, but for this it's going to be a little different. I assume this is probably young John. We get a good look at the kind of horrors of the Spartan training program in this trailer, which is cool. That's probably Halsey. Another kind of good vista shot here. This looks good. This is the Forerunner facility we've seen in the past. This is a new ship class. They've outlined what this is. I believe this is Halsey's shuttle. Kind of Star Wars-like music that you guys can't hear. So, one of the complaints in a lot of reviews was actually how the elites looked. I don't know whether they're being somewhat purposely obscured here by the smoke. But that last shot, I can kind of see it. Again, this is a $200 million show, so not quite like the Mandalorian levels of expensive, but still, you know, very, very expensive. This scene is awesome right here. This is a very kind of... It reminds me of one of the cities we would have seen in Halo Legends. Most interestingly, though, right here, we've got one of my favorite Halo ship designs. This is the Stalwart class frigate. So, like, the in amber clad from Halo 2, which is awesome. I love that ship type. You can tell it's that because it's very squared off and almost like brutalist in a way, whereas the other frigates, the engines are they're separated more from the main body. But I love this design. I'm actually kind of wondering, this isn't the same. Let me just... Is this? No, I don't think so. Is that city that just destroyed? I don't think so. It's possible that it could have been glassed. No, because this is definitely underground. So no, I don't think so. And yeah, this is a circle, whereas this is like a hexagon or a pentagon or something. I don't know how many sides it has, but yeah, okay, no. So yeah, like, I would really like if they leaned into kind of like the full horror of what they put these children through. That was always an aspect that was really big in the expanded universe, but the games only really started touching on by like Halo 4, and even then, not to the extent I think that is justified. So the TV show kind of handling the horror of these, what they've done to these children, be great. It looks like, I think that's the artifact that's found in that Covenant, or in that Forerunner facility there, whatever it is. It's Forerunner site. I like how the Spartans are like noticeably taller than everybody. And this, the way this trailer is made, like the composition is just better than the first one. Like, you guys can't hear it again, but the music is better. The shots look a lot kind of more competent, less fan filmy. Kind of cool scene of this is Chief flying a Pelican here. I like the Pelican design they use. It's kind of it's definitely closer to like a Halo 4 or Halo 5 style, where it's got kind of the more modern rounded front. I wonder if that's Chief's face right here. Some of the reviews said that we will see Chief's face in the show, and they guessed probably more frequently than something like The Mandalorian. And most people also seem pretty happy about how Pablo Schreiber took the role. For a lot of us who are hardcore Halo fans, it's definitely going to take a while to get used to compared to Steve. But, you know, they obviously wanted to humanize the character more than he's ever been, so. So I'm just looking at what those ships are next to him. It just seems like this is a kind of a Pelican run. Yeah, Chief running at the dropship here. See, this is the kind of action that I want to see from a Halo game. I'm not so much interested in like the fighting in a walled city, which seems to be kind of one of the major set pieces of the first game, or sorry, the first episode. Something like this where Chief is doing things on a big scale that the games can't really show would be really cool. These almost look like the transports from Halo 2. You see the human covenant. This is kind of the one of the concepts in the show that I've got the most issue with, but here she's controlling the Let Go Low to attack the people on this spaceship. So this is our first actual look here at the, let's just go back, at the Prophets. This image was actually leaked very, very early on. I'm not sure what Prophet this is. Some nice detail though. It looks like he's, you know, he's very old. Even like his eyes are slightly cloudy, although that could just be what they've chosen to do with the Prophet's eyes. The design is creepy though. It looks good. It almost looks like it's, I think it is probably computer rendered, but it would have been cool as a puppet as well. but we'll have to see it in motion. So Banshee, fast and low, coming in there. Another shot of the city here. I know we visit Madrigal. I think it's this planet, though. So this is, I think, the shot of Chief jumping in to save any city from the Covenant. He's got his MA5B there. Just, this trailer's better scale. Now, there are still some shots that, like, have me less excited. Like, this looks like a very, very, very expensive fan film, because that's not a compelling action shot. That's true with this. But overall, this trailer had less of those, so it has me a little more excited for the show than I was before. I still think it's probably going to be mediocre, or at least what we've seen painted as mediocre. It seems like, kind of interestingly, they're limiting what they've shown us to the first 2, maybe 3 episodes, so that could be good. Overall, though, I'm curious to hear what you guys think. Did this trailer have you more excited, less excited? Since I did my last breakdown, we have also heard that there will be a Season 2. It's been approved. So either way, we'll have Halo to talk about every week. I think I'll probably do a weekly breakdown of these episodes, but it all really depends on whether you guys are interested in how well the show is made, how compelling it is. Till next time, though, guys, thanks for watching. Have a good one, and may the Force, the Halo rings, I don't know, may something be with you. You know, that shot reminds me of that trailer from like the original trailer from Halo Wars. Goodbye, everybody.